Lorenzo Romar going to get his 400th.
How about that?
Hey.
It's a big number.
And welcome to another edition of our WCC Katz Chats. Pleased to be joined with Pepperdine head coach Lorenzo Romar, fresh off of over the last 2 weeks. You won your 400th game as a head coach, which I know on one side means you've been doing this a long time. But you've been in a lot of places, including Pepperdine a couple of times. So what does that mean to you to see that number and to know what it represents to everyone that you've affected?
Well, it first hits me in that you don't get to that point without a lot of good people around you. And we've known each other for a long time, and over the years had great assistants that have gone on and done quite well, but also great student athletes that I've been around, been fortunate to be around. And that's the only way that type of thing happens. You have to have good people around you, competent people, and that's what's happened. And here we are.
So we've talked quite a bit, obviously, since you've been back at Pepperdine, but now that you're in the sort of the throes of the WCC this second time, in what way has this league and maybe even this job changed since you've been back?
Well, when I was in college, it was the WCAC back then. And Bill Cartwright, Winfred Boynes, and James Hardy and all those guys were at USF. Kurt Rambis was at Santa Clara. This league was high level. Then over the years, it was kind of up and down. And now this league is headed back, I think, in the right direction, where it's about as solid as I've seen it in a long, long time. So for sure, the league is different in that it's upgraded. The league is tougher now. For years, Pepperdine was right up at the top of this league and won this league several times. But now we're kind of climbing up, trying to get back to that level.
I remember some Pepperdine Gonzaga games. I mean, you weren't the head coach then, but you know they would get nasty. There was a rivalry between those two schools. How are you working to get that back to where there's a healthy nastiness, if you will, between the two?
Well, I think back then, Pepperdine was kind of at the top of the league. Gonzaga was making their bid to get there, but Pepperdine didn't want to relinquish that title. And Gonzaga's different now. Whoever plays Gonzaga, if Kansas plays Gonzaga, if Indiana plays Gonzaga, it's a big game for them because Gonzaga is so nationally respected. So I wouldn't even say it's as much of a rival as it is now. It's just that you know you're going against the best. And I'm not talking about the best in our conference, but one of the best in the country.
Where is this group right now? You know, we got about 5-6 weeks left of the regular season. Everyone's jockeying for the seeding going into Vegas in the WCC tournament. Where do you sense this group is at right now?
This is a great character group. I really like this group, a resilient group. Andy, we're the team that when we talk about our season, I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating, we're probably literally 5 possessions away from having only lost 5 games. That's how close it's been, and I think our guys are aware of that. As a result, we just continue to push. We have to learn how to win. That's what it is. We have to learn how to win the close games. We have to learn how to do the things that are necessary, the little things before there's 5 minutes left in the game to put us in a position to win ball games.
Lorenzo, congratulations on the 400 wins. And I know more are to come, not just in the WCC, but overall when you're at Pepperdine, regardless of who you're playing. Great to have you back in the league.
Thanks so much. It's good to be back, Andy.